I'm lucky in a lot of ways. Oh, I'm Mark.
Markiplier.
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 Markiplier, ladies and gentlemen.
I make an ungodly amount of money, and it feels unfair.
Markiplier!
I don't contribute anything, and I don't feel like what I do is good enough to deserve the kind of attention that I've been getting. Oh, success, it sucks so much. It's so stupid that I deserve any of this. I don't deserve any of this.
Yeah, what are you most proud of?
Yeah, what are you most proud of in your career?
Markiplier's story goes beyond just success. It's one built on struggle. From the bullying in middle school to the pain of his parents' divorce, each of those moments left a mark for Markiplier. And with each one, anger started to grow inside him.
They didn't want me, is basically.
What?
They didn't plan for me.
So you're an accident baby.
Yes, I'm an accident
Oh, wow.
baby. Yeah.
I got bullied a lot before puberty.
What were you bullied about?
Oh, being Korean. That affected me a lot more than I realized. So like not a lot of self-confidence, not like knowing anything about myself that I could look positively on.
Every time I was coming home, like at least once a week, I'd be punching my dashboard all the time. Just like for some reason, I was just so angry all the time. And I hated that about myself.
Mark didn't have a clear plan. He just went along with life, moving through high school and into college, letting things happen as they come.
And then my dad passed away when I was 18. My dad was a great dad and I had a great relationship with him. But I never worked at that relationship.
The last words that he said to me were, I love you so much.
I didn't know the stories of his life. I didn't know like the trouble he got up to. I didn't know what his career really was. I didn't even know his job.
And I held my dad's hand as he died.
For years, Mark carried that weight. The anger from his childhood kept building, eventually dragging him down to his lowest point.
For like a year afterwards, I was still just this angry, insular guy.
Mark got fired. Money ran out. His girlfriend left. And just when things couldn't seem worse, the pain wasn't just emotional anymore.
But then I had my own health crisis. Like I had a tumor in my adrenal gland.
Discovered my appendix is about to explode. The nurse literally at my bed. Your appendix is about to burst. Also, you have a tumor, but don't worry about that right now.
And I remember being on a table for a CAT scan and I was getting a biopsy, which is basically just being stabbed into my back. And I said, oh my God, this is real. This ain't a joke.
This pain is not the worst thing in the world. This pain is necessary.
And I was sitting there, and the only thing I could possibly imagine was myself 50 years in the future, looking back at everything that I'd done, all of the regrets that I had, all the choices that I had passively just tossed aside. And I hated it.
After I'd been fired, after I'd been broken up with, after everything seemed to be collapsing around me, that's the moment. That's the moment when I was like, I can take charge of my life or I can die here in this bed. And I chose to take hold of it.
That was one of the first things that I really started to try to take control of myself, is like my anger, because I really did not like where that led me.
I was like, I need to do something that I actually appreciate and I enjoy.
I didn't even start with YouTube. I started with trying to write a book, trying to make video games, trying to make a comic, trying to do art. All of them failed.
It started because my brother said, hey, some people like to watch people play video games. And I was like, all right, I'll try that.
Then on May 27, 2010, Mark hit upload.
I'm not scared. Not even a little bit. Okay, I'm scared.
One of his first videos found its way into Reddit, and it took off.
I remember I was sitting with my family, and suddenly I had emails turned on my phone for subscribers, and suddenly my phone was just buzz, 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 and I'm like, what's happening?
Those videos weren't polished, they weren't planned, but there was something about them. A strange mix of chaos, comedy, and pure rage. Honestly, most of them were a mess.
Oh, there's a store right there. That's convenient.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to... Shut up! Grandfather clock. Don't tell me that's actually an item.
But he wasn't trying to be perfect. He was just having fun, and somehow people liked it.
In no time flat, we've hit over 500 subscribers. I didn't even think I'd get there in a week.
Then 10,000, then 100,000, then a million, 3 million. He didn't know it yet, but something was coming that would change everything.
A lot of people's goals when they come into YouTube is like, I want to make a 10 million subscribers, a million subscribers, whatever. I want to get to this level. You know, I got there really quickly. I was very fortunate that I found success. You know, Five Nights at Freddy's really like spiked me up there.
Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier and welcome to Five Nights at Freddy's.
It's a cheap-looking horror game. You're alone, locked in a pizza place, watching haunted animatronics through flickering cameras. No weapons, just doors. And if you run out of power, you die.
Whenever I play that game, even if I play it over again on my channel, people still want to see it. It's incredible.
Okay, so the first night is never usually that bad in any of the games, so I'll play through.
Was that how you blew up on YouTube? Was that what started it?
I think so. For some reason, Five Nights at Freddy's, when I wasn't even the first to play it, but it just hit. It hit hard.
He kept going, episode after episode, jumpscare after jumpscare, until what started as just another playthrough became something much bigger. 10 years later, 148 episodes, over 2.5 billion views, and he's still uploading Five Nights at Freddy's content till this day.
What is it about the things that you make that resonates with an audience and that makes them keep coming back to your content year after year after year?
Facets of what YouTube could be, different ways of making videos, things outside of gaming, different projects.
Welcome back to reading your comments. Welcome to the Try Not to Laugh Challenge.
I just find that YouTube is best when it's at its heart experimentation and bullshit.
A lot of people who pursue anything for themselves get into is they find the one thing and then they hold on so tight it crushes it in their grip.
I started messing with like choose your own adventure formats, more sketch comedy stuff.
Not calling anyone out in Five Nights at Freddy's, but it was a trap that I could have fallen into. If I'd only done that, that was definitely a path, and I did a lot of it, don't get me wrong.
Like my Try Not to Laugh series, I stopped it because it got tons of views. Every single one was a banger.
You see, petting the dog is one of the most relaxing things you can possibly do.
I can't But it wasn't anything of me. But it's weird, like those things that seem like they won't work resonate with the fans like incredibly. It's like my meow video. Have you guys ever seen like this? I put my mouth on a cat. And I spent 8 hours making it, and in those 8 hours it became the least funny thing I've ever made. It's my 4th most viewed video.
Mark's sketches generated millions of views. These sketches were hits. Fans couldn't get enough, and that's when it happened. A small but ambitious channel called Cyndago reached out, and Mark said yes.
I will be down at Cyndago headquarters making videos with them for a full week. And these aren't gaming videos. These are going to be full sketch comedy videos that you're going to love.
Together, they created something weird, but also funny and beautiful. It wasn't just gameplay anymore. It was storytelling.
I've gotten to this point in my life and the success on this channel by being so unbelievably sure of what I needed to do. It was really obvious, you know, make videos, try to help people, raise money for charity, do what I can to better the world. And yet, is it wrong of me to say, like, it doesn't feel like enough? You know, you spend so much time looking at the top of the hill, you don't think what you're gonna do when you get there. And when I got up there to like the 15 million range, I started being like, well, it's no different now than it was then. Do I keep trying to push higher or do I stay where I am? I don't know, I feel like I don't deserve it.
There were many years there after I hit my goal, and I was happy that I hit my goal, and then I got progressively sadder because there was nowhere left to climb.
Like, I've been feeling really down lately. I'm not 100% sure why. I'm trying to comprehend what that means. And I was trying to find like the same drive that pushed me to want to do YouTube in the first place. Hey guys, sorry for the long silence. I know that's gotta be weird considering I haven't missed a day's upload since I started the YouTube channel. Daniel Kyer of Cyndago has passed away as of last week after an apparent suicide attempt. I just wanted to let you guys know that I am going to take some time to process this because this is just a big loss, because Daniel was such an influence on what we did. He was such an inspiration for what I did. He did a lot of things that were often unseen, and I just hope that he knew how much I respected him as a friend.
After Kyle died, Mark took a break, about a month off YouTube. He went back to North Carolina, spent time with the Cyndago guys and their families, just trying to keep it together.
Hey guys, I won't be able to make videos for a little bit because I just found out about 30 minutes ago that my niece, Miranda, was killed in a car crash.
We now know the names of 2 people killed in a Claremont County crash today. 19-year-old Miranda Craycraft and 24-year-old Carson Hall were pronounced dead at the scene. The Ohio State Highway Patrol says Craycraft pulled into the path of a semi near Neville on US 52.
Am I remembering this correctly? I feel like it was a while ago. Did you get like an award for doing the most like Make-A-Wish visits at some point, or am I?
Not the most. I forget what the name of the award was, but it was like it was a special recognition for doing a lot.
When it comes down to making videos, for me, it's not just about the videos. It's about leaving a mark on the world before I go.
My life can pause because like what I'm doing cannot be more important than making some kid happy.
I never in any way of this idea was money the first priority of it. In all of these hundreds of thousands of millions of numbers or whatever, if you can land and make one person like really, really change their life for the better, or think for the better, or push them to do something, you have done so much more good than you would ever know.
Like, I'm not afraid of failure. I'm afraid of disappointing you guys. You are the most important thing that's ever happened in my life, whether you know it or not. Nothing's better than seeing the amazing things that you guys can make, and seeing you grow, and seeing you go on and make your own things, and seeing what you can do, and it's amazing.
Do you want to expand beyond YouTube?
I do have an incredibly important announcement to make.
Tomorrow at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, you are going to see a heist with Markiplier.
I think it's always been a goal of mine to be able to do stuff like this. It's just, I didn't know how.
This might be the most complicated thing I've ever done.
I stay motivated through it because I see what it can be.
I have been in writing hell.
And if you're doing something like this, you can never lose sight of what it can be. Even when it's not looking like it, when you're shooting it, if you've seen this before and you know it's gonna come out the way you imagine it.
After pulling off a heist with Markiplier, he didn't slow down. His next project, a full-scale interactive series set in space.
Thank you everybody so much for watching In Space with Markiplier. I'm so glad you enjoyed it.
So this got me my first Emmy nomination.
Oh, yes.
This is the biggest undertaking I ever had. Largest crew, largest scale of the project. And even then, it wasn't as big as I wanted it to be.
So you guys started a new YouTube channel. It is called Unus Annus. Did I pronounce that correctly?
No.
How does it pronounce?
Unus Annus.
We made a video every day, roughly about 10 days.
Do you know what it means?
You said it was Latin.
1 year? Yeah.
Unus Annus was its own channel with like its own characters and its own storyline and lore and stuff like that.
I looked up what Latin for 1 year was, and it looked like anus, and we laughed like a long time.
Yeah.
The reason that we did all of that was to cultivate this closeness the audience would have to this new thing. Get this idea of being able to let go of something.
We were trying to send a message to people that it's okay for things to end.
I think I'm attracted to the things that you do because I think they're so great. Like I go, that's good. I wanted to do something like that, and Unus Annus was one of them.
The real meaning of Unus Annus is in that feeling where it's almost like you're losing a friend.
It's better to have an ending than to watch something fade away.
And then at the end of it, we deleted it. Everything.
So I'm going to Canada to film The Edge of Sleep. We're turning it into a TV show. The Edge of Sleep is available right now.
At first, The Edge of Sleep started as a podcast Mark hosted back in 2020, but he didn't leave it there. He turned it into a full-blown TV series, streaming on Prime Video, one of the biggest platforms in the world. And even that wasn't enough, because for Mark, this wasn't just a show, it was only the beginning.
I think there's still plenty of time and plenty of opportunity to make the challenge happen. If you need a reminder, the challenge was to get it into the top 10. There's a couple shows that are probably up there right now. We need to dethrone them. So all we gotta do is
beat the ever-living snot out of that's literally Judge Judy. We gotta beat the snot out of Judge Judy.
And within 24 hours, The Edge of Sleep shot up to number 9 spot on Prime's top 10 chart. It beat Fallout. It even beat Judge Judy herself.
I really enjoyed the show. I recognize it's got flaws, and I really do think that this is a great step forward for Mark, and I'm very excited for whatever other projects he cooks up. I know he's got Iron Lung around the corner too.
Today, Markiplier is making his first feature film, Iron Lung, a project he's writing, directing, and starring in, all based on a $10 indie horror game that stuck with him. Not for the money, not for the fame, but because he had to do it.
If YouTube just decimated, ended tomorrow, would you still be doing these films?
Yeah.
If my channel dies tomorrow, if people stop watching me, that would not bother me. I encourage people just to try new things just because you never know where, because you'll learn one lesson, do something that applies to something else every time.
The moment that I stop having fun making videos is the moment that I stop.